Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Dyta Amelia. This time, I'm accompanied by someone who will share his views on culture in his area. Welcome to Nia. Maybe you can introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, my name is Karunia Putri. I'm 18 years old. I'm a student of native Japanese descent.
So, it just so happened that this Karunia came from a native Japanese descendant, and while I myself came from a native Buddhist descendant. For sure, we have different cultural background. In my opinion, the Buddhist people have their own characteristics, starting from their language to their unique wedding tradition. For example, in this Buddhist wedding tradition, the two bridesmaids will sit inside the mosquito net to eat together. So, what about the Japanese tribe itself? Is there such a tradition?
If it's from Japanese tradition itself, it must exist because each culture has its own characteristics. For Japanese weddings, usually we are not allowed to meet and have to be at home for a week before the wedding. Or in Japanese, it is called himitan. If the old people say, the goal is to radiate the aura of each bride and groom. Besides that, the day before weddings in Java there is a named Midodare, where the bridegroom comes with his family to the woman's house Punyankan, and there the groom is not allowed to see all the female family members of the groom. On the day of the wedding, when the bride has finished grooming, the makeup artist will blow cigarette smoke at the bride of in Java. The name is the sembogo, which is believed to open the aura of the bride and groom, and many other traditions that have their own meaning.
Oh, so many traditions. So, in the Japanese tradition itself, are there any tradition or myths that people still believe in or use today?
Of course, it still exists, but I don't know if this is a myth or not. Like the Japanese people, they still use Newton calculation, days, or the direction of residence, which is used to see whether or not a marriage relationship is suitable.
Wow, it turns out that I have gained a lot of knowledge about the Japanese wedding tradition. If early we discuss about tradition, how about if we talk about the culinary culture of each one? In your own opinion, is it true that Japanese food is famous for its sweetness?
It's true, the Japanese people really like sweet food.
Can you give me an example of Japanese sweet? As I know, there are many Japanese specialties, one of which is gudeg. So besides gudeg, what other Japanese specialties are there?
There are indeed a lot of typical Japanese culinary delights, not always sweet, but always reflecting the characteristic of Java itself. For example, such patis tofu, getuk, bottles, letek noodles, kelapak sate, buntal sate, gendul rice, rawon, dawet, and brontol corn, and many others. And I'm curious if the Buddhist tribe itself has a special food or the Buddhist people's preference or not.
Of course there is. If the Buddhist people are identical with sticky rice food, or if the Bugis call it pulut. Then there are also dodol and soto Makassar, and the Bugis people themselves most like food made from beef or oven.
Oh, it turns out that Bugis also has a lot of special food.
I'm also curious about the rules used in the daily life of Japanese people. For the Bugis themselves, there are rules which, when eating, cannot be separate or must be gathered together. So, what about the daily Japanese itself?
It's actually the same, but for my own family, because I was born in a family that is very closely related to manners. My parents and even my own grandparents always teach and always apply Japanese life in our family. For example, all the rules are when you eat, you cannot taste or make noise, and you cannot walk around. When eating, you must give priority to your elders and not talk while eating. And when eating, you must finish and clean. Girls are also prohibited from sitting in front of the door. If they sweep, they have to clean, and they are not allowed to whistle at night.
Wow, it turns out that there is a lot of knowledge gained in discussing the culture of our respective region and tribes. I share about the culture of my own tribe, namely Bugis, and Mia also share about the culture of their tribe, namely Java. So I myself also know about Japanese culture, and for Mia herself, what is her response whether regarding or discussion this time, namely the culture in our respective region or tribes.
Okay, my own response regarding our discussion this time is, of course, I can also know and learn about the culture that exists in the Bugis tribe, as well as being able to provide knowledge for viewers who watch podcasts from two sides regarding culture and their respective characteristics relate to culture, custom, and tribe from all different regions, of course.
Okay, well, we come to the end of the conversation. I hope that this discussion about culture can also be useful for those who watch it, and I thank so much to Karunia Putri, who has accompanied me during in the discussion.
You're welcome, and thank you again, Yara.
Okay, thanks everyone. See you,
And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.